Yo, what up, everyone? It's your boy Debo with Debo's Picks. Before I get into my usual spiel, shout out to Corey YK, one of my subscribers. Dude threw a comment on my video yesterday. He was a little on taking Durant's Taco Tuesday discount 23.5 on the over. He was concerned that the Nets were going to blow out the Philadelphia 76ers because there was no Embiid and no Maxey. And I was like, nah, you got to chill with that. Because generally, when you see things like this happen, the bench players come off. They're trying to prove themselves. They got a chip on their shoulder. You know, they're trying to earn minutes even when the starters do come back. So they got something to prove. And they're going to make the game more competitive than what you expect it to be. And that's what happened. The Sixers made it a competitive game, which is great for both sides, right? We had DeAndre Melton's rebounds. We had Durant's Taco Tuesday discount, so all was gravy. Unfortunately, we ended up being both right. Yes, I was right that the Sixers were going to be competitive. And he was right that Kevin Durant wasn't going to hit the over, because they ended up being the Sixers blowing out the Nets, because about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Nets pulled all their stars off the floor. And that was that. And it's crazy because Kevin Durant actually had 18 points in the middle of the third quarter. This is an elite scorer, and he could not get any more than that. Just one basket. He finished with 20 points, and that was it. So absolutely bizarre. But yo, Corey, I guess you and I mean, it doesn't help either of us right now because we ain't walking away with anything. But we can both say that we're both right. How about that? And then obviously we had Anthony Melton going over his rebounds of 5.5. The matchup was prime for him. He only finished with 4. So that was that for us. Then we had De'Aaron Fox going over his assists of 6.5. His assist total should have been more than what it was. Obviously, the numbers projected it to be around 8. So he finished with 6.5. He ended up having a donut in the first quarter in regards to assists. He became more of a scorer for the entire game, and Sabonis was the one who's racking up the assists. But even so, he finished strong with 6 assists. We just needed that one more. He couldn't get it. So that obviously hurt us. And then I had the 2 players from Denver. You had Gordon and Porter Jr. Porter Jr., I had him going over his first half points at 8.5, and I had Gordon going over his first half points at 7.5. What the problem was, you had Joker, who was doubtful. You had Murray, who was doubtful. This is when I made my picks. They weren't expected to play. As the day went on into the evening, all of a sudden it turned into a questionable tag. And they ended up both playing, which obviously affected my 2 plays. However, Gordon still did his thing. Porter fell 1 point, well, I should say 2 points shy of going over. But the fact that Murray was there taking shots away from Porter Jr., that obviously affects us because his usage rate dropped when Murray and Joker are in the lineup. So that wasn't expected. So overall, I wish that they would just call him out, because usually when you see a doubtful tag, that generally means they're going to be out. That's generally the case, whether it's football or basketball, it doesn't matter. So obviously the 2 best plays I had, though, and I mentioned in my video, was Kevin Durant's Taco Tuesday discount going over 23.5, and DeAndre Ayton going over his rebounds 9.5, and DeAndre Ayton went over that quick. That's why I couldn't understand why that number was so low, but it was. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything out of it, so that was that. So overall, it was 2 out of 6, with Durant failing to hit his Taco Tuesday. You had obviously De'Aaron Fox falling shy of his assists, and DeAnthony Melton not doing his thing, and then you got the 2 Denver players. Obviously, Gordon did his thing, but you had Porter Jr. obviously not getting the amount of shots up that I was expecting him to have without Murray or Joker in the lineup. So that was, as soon as I saw that injury report change, I knew it was going to be tough for us to get a sweep or at least get a 5 out of 6. So overall, it was a loss. Now, I ended up playing a late 5-player flex, and I ended up going 4 out of 5. You see here, I didn't have time to post a video. It was really last minute, but I hit there. So hopefully this is a trend in the right direction. And with that said, I'm going to post my plays for tonight. It's only going to be 3 players. There's a couple other plays that I kind of like, but honestly, I'm going to fade it. So here I'm going to have Tyrese Halliburton. As you see here, I got him going over, taking care of business with his points and assists. And then I got DeJounte Murray going over his points. And I got Hunter going over his rebounds. Now, there are a couple of other games that I want to target more, with between Minnesota and then the Sacramento game, because those are games that are predicted to be high scoring. But for now, these are the 3 plays I feel safest with. I kind of want to stack up for tomorrow. So let's get a quick, easy win tonight. Best of luck. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.